You're listening to Casey and Company on Talk Radio 680 WCBM.
It is political season, and that means we've got a primary coming up June the 23rd. It'll be here before you know it in less than 2 months. And things getting interesting at the state level, but also at the county level. And let's focus on Harford County, where Pat Vincenti, he's the Harford County president, is now challenging Bob Castley for the Harford County Executive position. Pat, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Sean. How are you? Thank you for having me.
It is my pleasure, sir. So why have you decided to enter the race?
I think first and foremost, I think it's time to end all the division in our county. And I believe that our county is ripe for someone with common sense leadership, someone that has fantastic communication skills, can collaborate with others, fully transparent. And I say all the time, our county desperately needs a uniter, a common sense leader.
Yeah, well, I know that there's been some feuds going on between the county executive and the county sheriff, and of course, there's always going to be, I guess, with the teachers and the education budget. But what do you think is the problem? Is it personal? Is it political? What is the problem where we have this division in Harford County?
I think it's a little bit of everything, to be honest with you, but I think it needs to stop. I think that we need to look beyond any type of personal issues, any type of political issues, and do the work of the people. Do what's right for our county and our citizens.
All right, so what do you think of the issues? What is the, I guess, biggest priority right now going into to this primary? Is it public safety? Is it education? Is it budget? Is it, what is it?
So, I mean, right now, our focus currently, as I'm sitting here today, we're getting ready to start our third work session for our annual budget. Our budget this year is $1.5 billion. Today, as a matter of fact, we are sitting down with our education partners as well as planning and zoning, our state's attorney, and our judicial system, Humane Society. Every entity that gets funding from the county budget comes before the council and does a presentation to give us an idea on where they spend their money. The charter mandates the county council has oversight and the final approval authority over the annual budget, so it's important that they come before us so we fully understand. And yes, education and public safety are the two strongest pillars in our budget. We spend approximately $421 million in this current budget, proposed budget, I should say, on education, and $222 million on public safety. And public safety obviously is the root of any type of success in any community. You have to have great public safety. You have to have outstanding fire and EMS folks, and you have to have outstanding deputies of sheriff's office in order to achieve that.
How are you dealing with the cost sharing that the governor's budget has left counties, for teachers' pensions and things of that nature? How are you going to deal with that?
So we've set money aside to cover all these things, all these unfunded mandates that continue to come down from the state. We are looking at blueprint expenses. We're looking at the pension plan for the teachers, as you said. The county executive has created a new funding avenue for something called Revenue Volatility Fund, where he stuck approximately $20 million in just to kind of have a placeholder for anything that should come down, no different than we just had with the SDAT and also the Maryland Department of Education with some unexpected expenditures totaling about $1 million.
More with Pat Vincenti. He's Harford County Council President, running for County Executive in just a moment. 8:13, traffic and weather on the threes with the update. Here's Chuck Whitaker.
There's a new wreck on the Bay Bridge. Have not yet seen it. Several of the cameras are out on the main span, but I can tell you this, the left-hand lane is blocked as you're getting to the top of the main span. Only the right lane is open, so the backup is going to start about halfway across the bridge, and already it's back through Oceanic Drive and working its way back eventually towards Whitehall Road. Single lane right now headed east on the Bay Bridge. No impact at all for the traffic westbound. There was a report of a new wreck, apparently minor, on the BW Parkway northbound at Route 32, was just adding to the heavy traffic there. Eastbound I-70 as of 10 minutes ago. That delay was still there. We had the wreck more than an hour ago eastbound on I-70 at Route 32 in Howard County. I'm Chuck Whitaker with traffic and weather on the 3s on Talk Radio 680 WCBM.
Fox 25 Weather Authority forecast sunshine today. Highs in the upper 60s. It's sunny and 49 in Forest Hill, 50 in Pasadena. On our Newsmaker hotline is Harford County Council President Pat Vincenti. He is running for Harford County Executive in this upcoming primary. And we look at what the Maryland legislature did, Pat, and that was they banned first formal agreements with 287G, and then at the end they really want to ban all communication that Harford County law enforcement would have with 287G. What are your thoughts on that? Would you comply, or would you urge your county sheriffs and other law enforcement to do whatever they need to do to keep the streets safe?
So as you said, the state of Maryland has passed so many criminal-friendly pieces of legislation, but the worst this year was the bill preventing local law enforcement and corrections agencies from communicating with our federal partners. And as many know, I've been a strong proponent of Harford County's 287G program and stood side by side with our sheriffs and sheriffs from all across the state in support of this program. The sheriff and law enforcement cannot be the only ones involved in keeping our communities safe and keeping illegal immigrants out. So when elected as county executive, one of the first items on my agenda will be to send a strong message to the criminal immigrants, illegal immigrants, that they're not welcome in Harford County. And as county executive, I'll make sure that all of our public safety partners are supported and heard.
What about the proposed data center at Mountain Branch? What are your thoughts on where's that going to go?
So we're very clear on that as well. I mean, Harford County is not open for data centers. We have no zoning code permitting that. There's no materially similar use in our county. The Mountain Branch is zoned agriculture with a variance for a golf facility. Recently we had a presentation in by Tom Sadowski and Kelly Schultz talking about data centers. And one of the things that they suggested is that if a data center were to come anywhere, that it should be on brown ground, not fertile soil. And our citizens have no desire. They've expressed it loud and clear, and my council colleagues are looking at a moratorium on data centers. Started out as a 90-day moratorium. It looks like it's going to be amended to 180 days. And I just don't see anything happening with that at all.
The current county executive is, doing battle with obviously some of the teachers and school administrators over the education budget. I mean, teachers always and administrators want more, yet there has to be some level of fiscal responsibility. Where does this go in your vision? Are you going to be able to accommodate their requests, their wishes, or is there's some tough love need to happen here?
So, Sean, anybody that knows me has heard me say many times that our greatest asset and resources are children. And we need to make sure that they are fully prepared for their future. They represent our future. So, I think that we need to do everything we can to fully prepare them, make sure that they have all the resources in the classroom, that the money gets to them in the classroom to make sure that they're fully prepared. And, Mr. Castley has had arguments with everybody in our county, every component in our county, every division in our county, every organization has had some sort of pushback with our county executive, unfortunately. And as I said before, the minute I'm elected, I am going to work to stop all this division. We absolutely have had the worst 3.5 years that I can remember in this county, and I'm a lifelong resident in this county. Yes, I've only been in politics for 12 years, but I've lived here all my life. I've had an opportunity to know many of our elected officials over the years, and I've never seen anything like this now, from the business community, the nonprofit community, even our county workers. So the first thing on my agenda will be to stop this division. And
Pat, I'm sorry, go ahead. Finish your thought.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just going to say that we've got about a minute left here, and I just wanted to Harford County continues to grow at a pretty steady clip. So how do you propose to manage that growth and meet the needs of a growing population in Harford County?
So, I mean, I think the growth of the county is not as large as different ones I think it is. Our permits are about as low as they've ever been. Our past comp rezoning had the least amount of applicants that we've had in quite some time. We've done a great job with our ag preservation program. I'm very proud of my record to approve over 11,000 acres preserved in our county over the past 11 years. Looking forward to the next round coming through. And by doing that, I know that my vote has saved over 100 family farms for future generations to farm. So I think we're in a great place, and anybody that has been in this county as long as I have, if you can go back to an Aegis in the 70s, you'll see that people were complaining about growth then. So traffic issues then.
Final question, where do you stand on property taxes? Are they going to stay the same, or where are property taxes headed?
Listen, I have held the line on taxes the entire time that I've been here, and unnecessary fees. When the county executive proposed a 4.5% to as much as a 9% raise in water and sewer rates, we shot it down, had no interest in that. We're sitting on $250 million fund balance in water and sewer, so it's not time for that. If anything that this budget shows, it may be time for some sort of a break on our citizens. They're facing so many expenses that are out of their control, and many of our citizens are on fixed income. So I think it's time we started looking at some sort of a rebate back for them, or a tax break of some sort.
Very good. Final, again, where do people go if they want more information on your campaign, Pat?
So just go to PatrickVincenti.com to Friends for Patrick Vincenti, and just know that we desperately need a uniter and a common sense leader, and I feel like I'm that person.
Very good. Pat Vincenti, thanks for joining us this morning. Good luck to you.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it very much.
It is our pleasure.